welcome to the final Humvee build. I'm joined today by Tim and Nodge.
Ew.
Nodge is looking resplendent in his scale modeling t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's a good colour on you. I agree. It's a good colour on you.
Meh.
Should have joined the army.
Meh.
How are we, gentlemen?
Yeah, can't complain.
Yeah. Can't complain.
Eh. I see where you get the Aussie thing from, saying Aussies go, eh. Because you all keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's a very specific one. It's not like, meh. It's not that.
Not sure what's happened to Waitress. I think he's still having some quiet time. Mr. Morris is off, is doing one of his M4H face-to-face sessions, and Mal can't make it today, so you're stuck with us three. Oh no. But on the plus side, we do have the results for the next Friday build, which will be starting after, not next week, because next week is 48 weekend. So we'll be starting the week after. Yes. We shall reveal those kits at the end of the show, I think. Give them something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Let's crack on with the chat quick. Let's see if we can get it down to about 15 minutes. Dee says, good morning, good afternoon, good night, good day, good year. Or is it Bridgestone? Oh, yeah, I digressed. Very good.
He also says, greetings to all in chat and the studio.
Hello.
This says, good morning, folks. Today is the last episode of the Drone Hunters build. We'll also be announcing the Friday build kits picked by our wonderful channel members. Please hit that button.
Jim says, greetings, plastic manglers and decal spreaders. Hooray! It's the last of the drone thingies today. Hagrid, I think it's Michelin Sports. Very good.
Joe's in. He says, good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Hope all are well. When does the time change over there?
Good question. Well presented.
29.
Yeah. For us, it's the 5th of April.
Ah, my birthday.
Yeah.
Ah.
For us, it changes on the 29th.
Ah, there we go.
Easter
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah. British summertime begins on the calendar. There you go.
And for us in Queensland, never.
Yeah. It's because you don't have the mental capacity to handle it. Ian says, howdy do. Looking forward to the panel's next build announcements. Wonderful. We'll watch to the end of the show and you'll find out.
David says, hi all, got to run Helen to her friend. We'll be back soon.
Yeah, but
Joint says morning up.
Morning. And he says, watch your panel. Hello.
Paul says, good morning, troops. Will the winning kits from the polls be announced on the show? Yes, at the end.
Hello.
Patrick says, g'day all.
Hello. Ozzy says, good evening, thrill seekers.
Patrick says, hello to our panel.
Hello, Patrick.
Model Student 20 says, hello all.
Hello. Jim, greetings from Scottsdale in the courtesy of Mr. Marley. That's in the great state of Arizona.
Scottsdale, Arizona. Aussies go, what? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Graham says, morning all. Greetings from deepest, darkest Fife.
It was going so well. Jim says, hello to all on screen. Hello, Jim.
G'day, Jim. Matthew says, afternoon, gents. Been to Halfords and stocked up with paints. Just need the wind to die down. I can read.
Jim says hello to all the usual suspects in chat.
Deet says, "Yay! Daylight savings in the US happened last weekend. For us, it is in 2 more weeks." Yeah.
Matthew says I'm work. Oh,
Matthew says, I'm working on Formula One tanks.
I've not done this live stream stuff before.
Those rookie jitters.
Bob says, hi all, going to make a concerted attempt to stay awake to the bitter end today.
And Trevor says, "Hail," or "hail," or "hi all," even.
Yeah, something like that. One of those three.
Yeah, one of them.
Jeez, massive oneers doesn't get us drinks.
No, sir. James, what are they saying? Let's go with new navy. Fine. James, BBC's building Julian's bodywork. What? We come up with I came up with an idea for Julian's exercise regime this morning because he said he couldn't do his exercise yesterday because it was too windy and it was too hard to sort of push his wheelchair against the wind. So I said, why don't you turn around? That way the wind would be helping you. Or we can get him a skateboard, some gloves, and a tow rope, anchor the tow rope on the footpath around his house, and then he can just pull himself around. There you go. You get lots of arm exercise then. Or you could just, let the wind carry him as fast as he can across the garden, just let the carers find him, wheels sticking out the hedge and things.
I can't believe you're not a physical therapist.
Mate, I can't believe I run a channel. I can't believe they let me do this shit. Black Hat says, yes, Jim. If we change the time in Queensland, the window curtains fade and the cows stop milking, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys see that? I tagged you in it on Discord. Matthew posted a clip of Innuendo Bingo on Discord. It's quite funny. Yeah. Hi all from Sussex, from Trevor. There we go.
Alien Ian says, hi, Trevor.
GM says, oi, Bobby.
Yeah. Right, there we go. We got it down to 10 minutes. Woohoo! Aren't we good? Now the question is, what the hell are we going to do today? Because we've almost, or pretty much finished these, haven't we?
Yeah, I need to take all the clay wash off. I haven't done any in the last week. Oh, wrong button. That one. God, not done this before. Here we go. So it's still covered in clay wash, so I need to get all this gack off. So,
yeah. Not sort of last minute started working on a diorama thing. So I had a piece of what is this? Bit of particle board or something lying around. So I just went with some texture paste and put some rocks and things on it right before jumping on in the back room. So that'll be ready to hit with some primer shortly.
Here is one I made earlier. I think I'm just going to be doing a little bit more weathering on my Humvee, and that's it.
Right.
Julian says, I can't believe you're not a physical therapist. Funnily enough, I can, Tim. Julian, leaving here Tuesday morning. Julian, you have until then to create a Phoenix-based moniker for me. Julian says, okay, back to Illinois, Jim. No, he annoys everyone else. Oh, I joke. Jim absolutely does not annoy anyone. Because Jim is lovely. I don't like how that's turned out. That splattered mud just looks like splattered snot.
Oh, your little dude on the gun looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I thought you were talking about me, and I thought that can't be right.
He's talking to everyone. He thinks we're all wonderful.
I was initially talking to you, Joey. I reckon he looks cool.
Well, fuck you to the moon.
I complimented your dude last week.
Oh, we only allowed one compliment a week, are we?
Yes.
Yes is the easy answer. Streaking grind. Strange. Don't think that's really necessary. Oh yeah, don't forget, next Friday, people, is the start of the 48 build. So, John, you'll be starting with the Aussie stream, won't you?
Correct. So it kicks off. Just before. Well, it starts at 7:30.
Yeah.
Australian Eastern Standard Time. So Sydney, Melbourne, Hobart.
What time is that UK time?
We're 11 hours ahead. So so 7:30 p.m. here would be 8:30 a.m. there.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Yeah.
Changes in a couple of weeks. But kicking off here. So it's looking pretty good now. Like I've had a number of conversations with suppliers in Australia, and we've got a heap of auction lots and stuff like that, which haven't been announced yet.
Yeah.
But I've got a couple of parcels inbound as well as things arrived here today. But yeah, it's we've got some very generous suppliers out there.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Ooh. Not used this one before.
And
Bob says, "Hi ho, GM. My modelling later will be mounting servos and switches in a temporary scratch build." Oh. And Joe says, "Home of the Fighting Illinois." I can't imagine Jim getting into a fight. He's too nice. Tish put the link up for Skiffin's YouTube channel, where you can find more information about the 4848.
Yeah, and the live streams will be on James' channel, so Model Officer.
Excellent point.
And it's streamed from there, and it's pretty much, it's not continuous, but because of the way the world moves, and like from the international dateline, when we kick off and all that sort of stuff like that, it's got to get around past the UK, past the America, back across the Pacific to us. But when we finish off here on 7:30 on the Sunday, it's still then got to go around to the to Europe, to the UK, to East Coast America, across the West Coast and stuff like that. So in reality, it goes longer than 48. It's probably closer to 70 odd hours.
Yeah.
And it's the American streams, the American auction lots are usually insane. Like there's a lot of scalping going on. Not scalping, what do they call it? When you're getting in last minute and just trying to undercut each other. And sniping, there you go.
Are you accusing them of buying up all the kits to sell them for a profit?
No. I just because I don't do the sniping, I didn't know what it was called. Swiping, no swiping.
Yeah, they're all swiping left on John.
Whatever that means.
James says, "Sounds goodly, Bobby." I'm looking at the model stash here, especially the Mitsubishi Zero Sens. I think they've been breeding. Yeah. Jim, back to Illinois indeed, Julian. Maybe sometime in the near future I'll be in Arizona to stay. Ooh.
Oh.
It's an interesting revelation there, Jim. Ian says, "What the hell, Tim? I thought that was your dinner."
Yeah, it did look sort of like a wrap. Like, I've started putting in a little bit of
Ratovan.
What, do you guys not prime your dinner?
He's so into modelling, he makes his own plates before every meal. Patrick says, "Which channel is it here, John?" It'll be on the Skiffins channel.
Yes, at Model Officer on the YouTubes. So yeah, James Skiffins is his online presence is a Model Officer on YouTube and Facebook and other social media, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, I don't know, other ones.
Julian says, "Bob, don't scratch bulls. They don't like it, and pointy bits with a few £100 of peed off beef behind it is unhealthy." Yes. That's what I was going to do. Jim says, "This will be my 4th consecutive 48 and 48 event." Nice. It'll be my 3rd. Joe says, "Maybe I can catch the Australian M4H portion with a 6 of Guinness."
Oh, well, that does sound alright.
Make sure, Joe, you got some Guinness for Gary's live stream next Tuesday because it's St. Patrick's Day. So that'll be fun. Jim, I sniped my way into buying an F-14 Tomcat.
Ah, very good.
Patrick, okay, have that. Thank you. No problems. Jim, there's a very nice lake in the mountains in northeastern Arizona. Forgot the name. Tiff says, "Mikey, do you know if the FOM4H Discord will be open like it was last year?" I don't know because we haven't had a committee meeting since January, I think. Beginning of January. And it wasn't really discussed. So I don't know what's going on. To be honest, I haven't been on the Friends of Multiple Heroes Discord for a long time. So I don't know. And Mr. Morris isn't on the committee anymore. The best person to be asked would be John Mayfield, probably. Matthew says, "One of the severed heads on this Peace Mallet Terminator looks like Timmy with his new haircut." Jim, sorry, Northwest Arizona. And Joe says, "Oh, for sure. For sure, Mikey." Jim, I think that is Lake Havasu, Gary. Not sure about the spelling. Yeah. Right, use that one for the dusting. And use that one for the painting. Black Hat says, "Who knows what they're building for the 4848? Good question. Well presented.
I do.
Just realised I still have myself muted. Just saying, speaking of the old Peace Mallet, there's that Terminator that I started the other day.
Oh, well good.
Wow. So what's he got his foot on? Some eel?
Big alien head.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds very Duke Nukem. Yeah.
That's all pretty cool. So yeah.
Yeah.
He's an angry boy. But that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, I'd be an angry boy too if I had alien scum stuck to the bottom of my boot.
So that's what I've chosen to build for the 48 and 48. It's Aerocraft 3D printed Miles M52. Should be fun. An unstarted kit. Good.
I do not know what I'm going to do for it. I was thinking maybe the Messerschmitt 109, but I don't know. I went to Battle Games yesterday to have a look. See if there's anything there that I could do. did find a rather interesting kit that I'm going to do. Not one that I can do for 48, but it's an interesting kit. I think I've left it in the other room. I'll have to get Kay to get it. Ooh, that's looking good. I like that. That's better. Dried all the mud out. Tiffany says, I have the Rebel Eurofighter Typhoon Baron Spirit to build. Very good, Tiff. Joe says, every time I go to the store and buy the Guinness, the clerk looks at me. She's thinking, he's not Irish, so I'll buy a Modelo also. Not that I encourage you to take up heavy drinking, Joe. Jim says, Jim, maybe a late typo or something. So MiG-21 fly over years ago. A MiG-21?
Oh, yeah.
MiG-21?
Yeah, they use them for dissimilar aircraft training over there.
Yeah. There you go.
We used to.
Ooh, I know what I could do. Jimmy says, Northwest Arizona has 3 lakes, Lake Mead, spanning the Arizona-Nevada border near Hoover Dam, Lake Mojave, and Lake Havasu. There we go. Thank you, Julian. The more you know. Let's do that there.
I can't understand why I haven't broken this yet by sponging it in the manner I am. I don't think I like these clay washers. It's just too hard to take off.
Yeah.
I haven't done the tray yet, but it's just like, it's just too much. Like it's desert like, yeah, as opposed to Ukraine.
It's more of a, rather than sitting in the recesses, it's more of a coating.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Whatever.
Jim says, thank you, Julian. Much appreciated.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not looking bad. Finally starting to look like a bit of mud that's gone up the side now. Lovely. Jim says, Julian, oh, maybe a name change. Not far from Reno. Who knows? Julian, you're not encouraging Joe's drinking, Mikey. You're enabling. It's quite different. I would never do such a thing. I don't know what you're talking about. Joe, Jim, have you been to Sedona, Arizona? Nice place. Love that slide rock area, except the water is freezing there. Shrinkage, you know. Julian, I was in Arizona in 2000. A friend lived in Scottsdale, I think. Close to Phoenix, anyway. Yeah, there you go. Whenever I hear Arizona, all I can hear is the Eagles singing Winslow, Arizona.
Yeah.
God, I love the Eagles. They're a good band. Jim says, be back in a bit. Care is here. Okay. Jim says, not been to Sedona yet, Joe. I know it's a very bicycle-friendly town, and I like it. Yeah. I'm actually starting to really like using Pigment Fixer.
Yeah, they're a great band.
Yeah. Patrick, I usually gloss coat before clay wash because the Tamiya acrylics, it can stain the paint.
Okay.
That would have been useful information before he did it.
No, this is all SMS. It's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's lacquer.
Gem, a beautiful place. Tiniest airport, too many bears raiding the rubbish bins.
I'll get down there. I'll try with a brush and lots of water. See how that goes. I don't bloody know.
Laka means yummy in Afrikaans.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I was watching that. I found that interview again with the guy from Zimbabwe explaining the Lion King. That's quite funny the ways, because he said, the bit at the beginning of the song, right on the very first opening scene. What it actually says, apparently, it's Zulu, and it means, "Look, there's a lion. Oh my gosh, it's a lion." That's all it means. And then Hakuna Matata is Swahili, and it just means no place like home. Yeah, I thought that was fun. But I've been wrong before. Dieter says, well, as long as you don't use Cassius clay. See what I did there?
Right.
Jim says, Hagrid on the punchline, I see. Ow. Rather him on the punchline than the flight line. Jim says, Pima Air Museum is a very large place. I think more than one day is required to see it all. Yeah. Joe, while finishing my last Guinness last night, watched a video on Airfix, Inside Airfix, the bankruptcy by Lost Industries UK. Did not know this. Yeah, I started watching that this morning. And then got sidetracked.
Yeah, they're not bankrupt. I started watching that. I thought, I'm not going to sit here for 40 minutes because they're talking about demolishing what used to be Airfix headquarters, but they haven't been there for about 15 odd years. They're back down where they originally were in Margate in Kent.
Yeah.
So
that's what it's about. It's about before Hornby took them over, wasn't it? When they were going broke.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're doing really well now.
Well, I spoke to. I can't remember his name.
Dale?
Dale Luckhurst. Yeah, about that. I said, are you guys, living from year to year, sort of thing like that? And no, he explained, no, very healthy.
Yeah.
He said they've got some principal sponsors, like individuals, like people that are very well off that give them a certain amount of funding every year. He said they're not getting younger, but he said, they get first pick of what we produce as new kits and stuff like that. So that's only fair. But no, they've got a lot of the market share in the UK for sky modelling. So no, they're nowhere near bankruptcy.
Yeah, they're doing well these days.
It just felt like it had an element of clickbait about it.
Yeah. Dieter says, same with Two Technics Museum of Scene Shine in Speyer. You can do them both in one day, but by the time you finish the first, you'll be so exhausted. Yeah. Dieter, oh yeah, Joe, I happen to have it on my watch list. Thank you. There we go. Patrick says, I saw that today, Joe. It was interesting. Jim, yes, Jim. Big museum, a regular call in for us. Steve Hinton is the resident test pilot. Always a good laugh. I need to. Oops, that's fallen out. I need to put this upside down somehow. It's not going to get damaged. Where is the stand? I don't know. Joe says they should hire Tim here and several others here who work on those Warhammer kits. Maybe come up with a new idea like the flowers. Those old kit builders are getting old. That's true. Joe, GM panel. I saw the link on Airfix, but thought it was bogus. It's not about current events. It's about stuff that happened years ago. Oh yeah, I've got to get that kit. Back in a sec. So yeah, this is the kit I got yesterday, which is a pretty cool kit, I think.
Oh, okay.
Leopard A4. So it's pretty cool. I actually bought a Tamir kit for Jane. Where did we get to with the comments? Modders. David says, hi all on the panel. Back now. Excellent. Excellent. That's looking good already, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, man. Like I said, I'm just trying to like bang it together in one session, so we'll see how it goes. Worst comes to worst, I've wasted 2.5 hours, but
yeah. I need to find a way of propping this upside down. Right, that should work. If I turn that one around. Dieter says, laugh out loud, Mikey. I heard that as leopard day for, and I was for who? Then saw the box. Okay. I'm not sure what that meant, but yeah. James says, was looking at the frontline ad for Warhammer items. Seriously, the prices for box sets. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I was looking at it as well.
It's a thing. Yeah. Generally speaking, most of the people are saying like, all right, yeah, it's getting to the point where it's like kind of untenable for just like normal people to actually enjoy the hobby.
Well, looking at the prices, it's starting to go the way of like Hornby did with the trains and stuff, where they just keep, because people pay it, they'll just keep putting the price up and putting them up and putting them up and putting them up. And then eventually they go, oh shit, people suddenly stop buying them. I mean, that's not looking like it's slowing down. Going to happen at any point soon with Warhammer. But
no, well, then
will happen eventually.
They've traditionally been like really, really strict with like their IP, but in the last couple of years, they've made a lot of big moves and stuff. So working with like Focus Entertainment on Space Marine 2 and stuff, like they've really broken into the into the mainstream. So
yeah,
you're getting a lot more kind of new people in and stuff. But it's yeah, it's tricky because their stuff is good.
Yeah,
it's just bloody pricey.
Yeah, and especially if all right, you're going to get youngsters in, but youngsters rely on parents' cash, and then you get 20-somethings and things like that who are starting young families and trying to save up houses and things like that. So you're going to get to a stage where if you keep putting the price up, you're just going to end up with retirees and things, which is what happened with Hornby. There's not many people that under the age of 60 that can afford or even think of affording bloody £300 just for a locomotive, and then buying 5 or 6 carriages and things to go with it. And
like it's all right in some respects, because like it does create a gap in the market for tabletop gaming and stuff like that. So if people can come in at a more affordable price point and stuff like that's you got a lot of people playing like Trench Crusade and stuff like that with 3D printable figures and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know.
This is the thing. You want, ideally, you'd imagine you'd want to cover a wider range of prices, wouldn't you? Have some kits that are like 20 quid, some figures that are like 10, 20 quid or something, or whatever it is in dollars, and then sort of work your way up from there, rather than a set of figures being £60-70.
Yeah, that's why like there's heaps of memes and stuff. How it's like, 2,000 point army. I thought you said you spent £2,000, and the guy's just like smiling nervously, like he absolutely spent more than £2,000.
Yeah, wife standing there tapping her foot. Matthew says, "Yeah, pay silver for plastic." Yeah. Gem, one box was advertised for a bargain price of 630 Australian dollars. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're good kits. And from what I've seen, I'd quite enjoy them, but I ain't spending that amount of money on them.
It's either one of those kits or a tank of fuel.
Exactly. Or a decent portion of your rent and things.
Oops.
Paul says those kits look fantastic. They're looking fantastic. Yeah. Thank you.
Typical Marley style. I've just knocked the door handle off. Little one.
Oh,
it'll go back on.
Yeah,
one of those little bastards.
Joe says, Jim, I should be getting my replacement early Tiger tank replacement tracks so I can finish my TACOM TK. It took 5 months to arrive. Good Lord. That's a long time to wait when you're midway through building a model. Matthew says, disposable income, no mortgage or debt. Exactly. And there's not many people that are below retirement age that have that, which is why it's mostly old people and celebrities that do decent sized model railways now. Jim says, Joe, are the replacement tracks from TACOM? Jem, I've been looking for but not found yet a Korean Monopoly board game. That's more fun for us. Yeah. The cause of many a divorce, I'm sure.
All my other greens.
I'm sure I've got some pets.
Light green.
Or syringe. Syringe will do the job.
Oh, there it is.
Oh. I know I've got some somewhere. Matthew says, yeah, Rod Stewart and Pete Waterman have massive railway layouts. They do indeed. Pete Waterman does some good videos on them as well. Yeah. He does some good videos on how to make trees and things like that for dioramas and train layouts. Joe says, I could never find any. It's called 1001 Hobbies. It's an AFV set. Yeah. Paul says, just had 3 Spitfires fly over at low level and engines at full chat. Sounds beautiful. I bet it did.
Okie dokie.
Doctor.
What next? Ugh.
Oops.
Get rid of this one, I think.
Yes.
So I had 2 more phone calls today. Apart from so yesterday, Hobbyco in Sydney have come on as a sponsor in a big way, and today Hobby Vault Australia in Adelaide have come on as sponsors as well. So
excellent.
It's all good.
Yeah. Model student says Lancaster flies over me quite frequently. It's always a treat. Nice. Lancaster flies over here sometimes. It is pretty special, to be fair. Julian says back. And Model student says, I'd love the odd Spitfire though. Nice. Yeah. Paul can't wait for the airshow season. Eastbourne has the world's biggest airshow that's free to go to. Nice. I believe so. GM, I give board games to people who don't speak Korean. It can be difficult at times. Did see a Sydney Monopoly game for $38.
Huh.
I think there's a Welsh one. I'm sure there's a Welsh one.
Yeah, so every square's got a jar.
Pretty much. Paul says, I'm so lucky. You are. Graham says, I've had walkers flying in and out Crail Airfield for the last few weeks. Oh. Wonder what's going on there then. Hushity hush things. We're on underneath the flight path to go over for them to go over to Anglesey and stuff. So we get quite a lot of jets and things going over, and helicopters. Because we've also got the flight, the Mac loop south of us as well. sort of southwest. Graham said, nothing secret, just an exercise that they plastered all over social media. Whatever happened to operational security?
Well,
if they're running like training ops and stuff in the area, they normally coordinate with the local police and stuff to let people know so that they don't all skits out and annoy the police with, I think we're being invaded and things like that.
The thing is, though, in the UK, they're not just doing that anymore. They're they're actually putting posts out of photos of the exercise and things like that all over social media on actual accounts for the units and things, and putting photos up of Corporal such and such got his third stripe today. Congratulations! And there's a picture of him being handed his stripe and things like. Talk about making people a target.
I've seen y'all's recruiting numbers. You probably need to get the word out.
Oh yeah, I don't think this is the way to do it, because they spent years when we were in. Every security briefing was, don't put pictures of yourself in uniform on bloody Facebook.
Yeah. No, it was the same here. Like, just don't do it.
Yeah, but you're making yourself.
People still do.
Yeah.
You're making yourself a target on your private Facebook page. So what we'll do is we'll put it on our public Facebook page for you. Tell everyone your name, where your unit is.
Well, yeah, we had one guy a couple of years ago, one of the techos in one of the Hornet squadrons. Somebody said, "Oh, yeah, does anyone know who the next squadron going into the Middle East is?" And he came up with, these are the plan for the next 3 years. This squadron from here to here, this squadron there to there, and
oh boy,
yeah, what a dick. So it's common knowledge. It's on social media. I'm just thinking, because you put it there, an idiot. Yeah. So no, they charge him. Good. So one of the questions today on one of the forums was like, what's this bit? Yeah, tell me what this is on an F-35. And I'm just going,
yeah.
No. But then all these people are coming back there. They do this, and they're this, and this is how they work, and all that sort of stuff like that. And I just sort of said, well, yeah, they're not actually. This is what I wrote. They're not actually discussed on Flightline. They're literally classified as secret. I won't tell you the name. It's simply called bumps in the squadron to avoid talking about them when you're outside the skiff. And we never discuss how they work, what they do, or even to draw attention to the fact that they're fitted or not. So thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing as well, is a lot of civilians don't realise that a lot of the equipment they do see on the photos and stuff is secret.
Yeah, but what is funny is no one has actually. I've never seen them named publicly because people don't know. They're just reading things. So no, I'm not going to tell you what they are, what they do, where they're fitted, how they work.
Why I love watching the press briefings and stuff, and people are like, so exactly how many more Patriot missiles do you have in your stockpile? Yeah. And the dude behind the podium is just like, I'm not answering that.
Yeah. Don't be stupid.
Yeah. Exactly how long is this going to go for? It's like, again, I get that they're reporters and, their job is to ask questions, but ask better questions. God damn.
Yeah. Oh, how long is it going to go for? It's because I have no idea. I don't have a plan.
Anyway, we're not going down there. Graham says there's no such thing as stealth walker. I don't know. The Apache comes pretty close.
No.
Model student, has anyone built the old Revel 132nd ME-110 Night Fighter? I'm finding her an enjoyable build so far, hoping there aren't any surprises in store for me. That'd be something you'd build, isn't it, John?
Oh, I'd certainly build it, yeah. I have not.
Julian, in 2013, I was watching an air show. Lancaster flew over my house while I was out. Neighbour said, "Look, a Spitfire." Mum shouted over the fence, "I think you'll find that's a Lancaster." Julian says, I taught her well. Model student says, the Lancaster Spitfire, those are extremely rare. Yeah. Jim, the Lancaster Spitfire was the rare long-range interceptor mark of Spitfire. Yeah.
Sound like 4 of them flying together. Remarkable.
Yeah. Jim, Paul, Eastbourne Air Show. That's a top show. Have yet to see it. I've seen it online, but that's about it. Jim says, the model student, there might be some build videos of the kit out there on YouTube. I'm sure there is. There's build videos of most things, isn't there?
Yeah, there's one of a mini omnibus. I think it's one of a kind. Yeah, on a channel.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah.
It came up
In fact, there's a whole series of them.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's not many people done a whole series of it.
Not many people know that.
Yeah. Graham says, have fun all. Time to plough through the last bits of work this week. Have fun, buddy. Or as much fun as you can in work, anyway. Dieter says, built me that ME-110 Night Fighter a long time ago. It was an agreeable build. Modified it easily to fit upwards, firing gun position aft, aka Screge Music.
Oh yeah, Schrager music, which means with jazz in German. It's upwards firing guns.
Yeah.
So the plane's flying along that way, and they've got guns pointed upwards on an angle that they get underneath the plane and basically just rip it apart from the back flying forwards. 20 mil. Oh, sorry, I think it might be 30 mil. Probably 20 mil explosive rounds, and they just come underneath the bombers and just go down the fuselage and rip them to pieces.
Yeah, there you go. Well, isn't that what happened to the Lancaster that Guy Martin helped to recover?
Don't know. Sounds right. It happened a lot.
Yeah. Julie says, great impression of Mum, Mikey. Tone a bit lower than hers, though. Neil, good afternoon. Too true. Example, B1s at Fairford loading up next to the fence and the Polish F-16s arriving at RF Waddington for exercise Cobra Warrior. See, this is the thing. Civilians shouldn't even know what the name of the exercise is, really.
No, I shouldn't.
Because
it does defense tells them.
Yeah. But it means if they intercept radio traffic or anything, then they know, what that team's doing and why they're there and things. Which isn't good. Molshu says, our local show is the end of the month. The host is our Warplay Museum, so I will say hi to Lancaster for you while I'm taking another round of photos.
Nice.
And their show is real.
Yeah.
And for anyone that goes there, the best place to watch it is from the top of the multi-story car park at the White Rose Centre. Because when they're coming in from the land side, they have to fly directly over that car park at low level, and then go out to sea, and then turn around and come along the beach.
6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3.
The only slight problem with it now is they've put loads of pigeon netting and stuff over it.
What, to catch the planes?
No, to catch the seagulls.
Oh.
Because there's not a lot of money in real, so they have to find meat somewhere for the locals. It tends to be one of those areas where they dump the people that other councils don't want, if you get what I mean.
Yours?
Ooh, I think I put a bit too much mud on there. Ooh. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Tiff's put the link into the 48 website. Thank you, Tiff.
Very good.
Model student
So-
says, stellar work today, guys. I love the weathering and basing part myself. It's not something I normally do. You were going to say something then, John?
Yeah, so the only reason the Australian auction lots haven't been announced is I forgot. James asked me to put it all in a spreadsheet and send it to him. I haven't done that. But if you like, I can go through what the auction lots in Australia are. Or would you wait for another week?
What does James say? Because I don't want to do anything without...
No, it's not secret or whatever. It's just, the fact is we're meant to be announcing it, but I haven't sat down and put it in a spreadsheet. Part of the reason is because, I have an Apple. So, the format will be all over the place. But when I finish this stream, I think, it's going to be 1 a.m. It's probably too late to do it. Oh, no, I'll do it. I'll do it anyway because it took too long.
Go on then.
All right, so from the local cottage, HobartvilleHobbies.com. So Dave Forsyth is an excellent guy. He's about to release a brand new kit called a Wymera, and we get the first one off the print machine for that one. So
nice.
3D printed. I believe it's 48 scale Wymera. Local Aussie flavour. Bringing up Hobby Vault in Adelaide. They're supplying 3 kits, all 48 scale aircraft. One's the Tamiya 35A Lightning II. They're doing one each of their main brands. The Revel 148 scale F-14A Top Gun, Tomcat, and Airfix 148 scale Gloucester Medium Mark 8 in a local scheme is in the box, which is the based at Williamtown where I am. It's the Meteorites. We've had wonderful correspondence with. Wow.
Sorry, I just took that opportunity of you talking to eat a pasty.
Sure. Okay. So, Dave. So I'm looking for an email. In other news, Edward have sent out the missing parts for my Crystal Fighter, so I can finish that when it arrives. Hooray!
Excellent.
Gmail. Why am I?
Whilst you're looking for that, we'll go through these couple of comments because only 2.
Yeah.
Julian, also Viz operation names. Other countries can add the name to the list of words their signals intelligence listens for. Exactly, especially with AI and stuff now.
Yeah, but so all the people flying around, each of them have a code assigned, and it's not the name of the operation. So it's got nothing to do with it. But people sit there on their scanners and hear names that they're not used to, and then sort of put that out everywhere. Just like you just don't.
Yeah, you don't know why that word's being used, and you don't know what it refers to, and why they're using it. Paul says, "I just dropped a screw. Oh well, I'll find it when the wife steps on it." That's one way of looking at it, dude. Might not be the way she approves of, but Neil, plane spotters always knew about the F-111 strike on Libya before it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking this. Nice big mud spatter going up the side there. Now it's just to do the back bit. There you go. June says, that's kind of you, Paul, helping your wife increase her vocabulary. And I'm sure she thanks him for it. In her own way, of course. Did you find the email, John?
It's funny. No.
Uh-oh.
Okey-dokey. Gmail. Yeah. No, I've got the thread. Why isn't it there? So it's got yeah, some more supplies. Bloody hell.
Oh, no. There we go. Chat's gone quiet. It's not like chat.
Oh.
What are they up to?
Ah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, I just got a reply from IPMS Sydney.
Okay.
So I looked at, before heading over to Telford, becoming an IPMS member in Sydney, and they've only just found it and replied to it. I sent it on the, the 11th of October, 2023.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, got some nice bit of mud going up the side on the windows. That'll do for that. Needs to put some on the top of the tyres now. It's messy doing pigments. So yeah, chat. What are you all plotting? Not like you guys to be this quiet.
From Canberra Hobby Centre, there's a Repsol Honda RC213V, and it's a motorbike in 112 scale.
Ooh.
In fact, that's it there.
Ah, there we go. It's a nice looking bike. Paul's laughing at Julian.
Those chickens are up to something.
Aye. It's quiet. Too quiet. Maybe they're all plotting on how to boost the likes. Who knows? Make better content. Is it me, or does it feel really weird not having seen Waitrose and Gary Morris for a week?
Does a bit.
And Mal, of course. Tiff says, I need a good dark green paint for my Typhoon. It's Revel 39. I have a few Vallejo ones, US dark green, green, and dark green. Tiffany says, I need a... Oh. James says, experiences signal losses. Phone is overheating yet again. I think Samsung phones are utter crap. I've never had a problem with mine. Jim says, I made a comment, however, it's been held for review. A wee head scratcher for me because the content is quite innocuous. Well, that and the fact that we've got moderators who are supposed to be keeping an eye on review comments that are held for review. Go on, modders, not modders, moderators, even.
Okay. So 7 donations, sorry, I'll rattle through these from Hobbyco in Sydney. 148 scale Nakajima carrier, a C6N1 carrier reconnaissance plane, Sawin, prototype, limited edition, 105 Australian dollars. 48 scale Hasegawa Aichi attack bomber, Ryusuke Kai or Grace, limited edition, 64.99. A Hele 1-125 gift set, Concord, includes cement brush, main paints, 115 Australian dollars.
Ashima 124th Fast and Furious R34 Skyline GTR, $70. Ashima 1-144 JMSDF Rescue Flying Boat US2 20th Anniversary Package, $89. Bandai MG 1-100 Scar Destiny Gundam, $100, and a Bandai MG 100 Wing Gundam Proto Zero, $100.
Yeah, there you go. Lots of cool kits to bid on.
There's also packages from SMS Paints, including all sorts of colours and clips and sanding sticks and all that sort of stuff. And same deal. There's 6 different auction lots from Icky Sticky with blues, paints, sanding sticks, clips, all that stuff. It's all very good.
Nice.
So, as James said, we've just, I think, hit over 100 auction lots worldwide.
Wow.
Which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, well done, dude. Oh no, my window's coming out. Trevor says P40 Decal Day. Tiff says, there are no comments held for review. All right, sorry. Jim says, same here, comments disappeared. Yeah, something's going on. Julie says, Jim, I haven't seen any comments held for review. Oh no. Joe says, Sun's closing on house has been postponed again. I should have bought a kit for the 4848. Apparently bad weather has hampered the installation of the new septic system, larger system, so when I visit. You need a bigger toilet.
That's a shit.
It's a shit joke, man. There you go. Jim says, Tiff, in that case, it could be a technical glitch. Oh, well, no worries. It's YouTube playing silly buggers, isn't it? Julian, Jim, probably nanny YouTube, not StreamYard. Yeah. Most likely. Jim agreed, Julian. GM did a phone software update a few days ago from Samsung, and yet again, it isn't running properly. Weird. Like I said, I never have a problem with my phone with stuff like that. Neil, also, the flight trackers are showing the B1s right now leaving for... What? Oh, again, I suppose they've got to, haven't they?
Did you hear that there was a collision of 2 KC-135 tankers over?
Yeah,
I think it was Iraq. Which is odd because they don't fly that close together. Clearly, they did in this case.
I didn't hear that it was a collision between 2. Like I heard one had gone down, and sadly, I think
they're doing a rescue mission, weren't they?
But yeah,
the other one landed safely in Israel. With the top 1/3 of its vertical stab missing.
Wow.
Yeah, crikey.
Paul says, Tiff, AK RF dark green is fantastic. Yeah. Paul says, what's $70 in pounds sterling?
It's usually about 2 to 1.
Not US dollars, it isn't.
Oh, no,
Australian dollars.
US dollars, are we?
Yeah. Julian says, Nick, is that Flight Radar 24? Tiff says it's £52 at the current exchange rate. Or rather, £52. Joe says, C-135? Yes, not good. No. And Paul says, Julian, Flight Radar 24 is great. Yeah. Now, to make this track look a little bit money. Ooh, don't want that one. Neil says, Julian, yes, and ADSB exchange. And then Tiff says, I'm sorry. That was US dollars. It's 37 Australian dollars. There we go. And Julian says
It
it's £52.76, Paul.
just sounded like your tip voice then was that financial update was read out by Cornelius Oakstaff, Wizard of Time. Yes, and space on a podcast, Hell or High Rollers.
Yeah.
Think Gandalf, but it's a funny character.
Tiff says, ignore me. 70 Australian dollars is 37 Great British pounds. Right, so.
Right.
Let's do it this way, shall we?
Right. Let's get this door back on. So I knocked it off earlier, didn't I? Oh, God. Like I did that door handle a second time.
Jim says, I reckon I need a new phone. It's only 6 months old. Phone to fitted into forehead of phone developer. Yeah. It's not good. Paul says, tip, thumbs up. Ooh. No, it's too wide. Let's have a look. Nope. Nope.
That's actually.
Ah, fuck. Julian says, Jem, what phone is it? Friend of mine still uses my old S3 that he bought. Does all he wants, so no need to change. I've got the S25. And I had the S24 before that. Did I? No, I didn't have the S20. I need to get that off. Tiff says, I have the S21 and have no issues with it. GM says, Julian, it's the S24. Paul says, ooh, parcel. Like a warm chamois leather. Oh, I bought a book as well yesterday, John.
Right.
It's not about vehicles for a change, or World War One.
You're having me on.
It's the book of the play, An Inspector Calls.
Oh, okay.
And it's got a couple of other plays in it as well, and it only costs £10, which isn't bad. Julian says, Paul, maybe it's that screw in a tiny parcel. Maybe. Who knows? Well, Paul will when he opens it, obviously. But I think this is pretty much the first time I've used this pigment fixer properly. I must say I'm quite liking it. It's pretty good. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Lovely.
I did like this little post earlier today for Australia. It's trying to break into our fuel prices clothing.
Yeah, I saw that one. Jem, Samsung was informed that any problems, all our phones will go back for company refund. This is the third time we are having problems. Oh. Jim says pigment fixer is basically enamel thinner. Yeah, there we go. I don't have enamel thinners on account of not using enamel paints.
Yeah, what works well as pigment fixers is this stuff. Whatever color or flavor you want. Vallejo washes. So it's a very sort of watery content thing like that. Yeah, you put a lot of pigment into these, and that works very well as a pigment fixer.
Ah, there you go. Top tip of the day from John. I like it.
And that's how I get. I've got the sort of like the rust effect on these tracks on the Yug Panther. Yeah, Yug Panther. Yeah, like that.
Nice. Julian says, I'm using a YASN P30 2019 model. Still does what I want to, so no need to change. Yes, still sends all your information to other people with that like collecting people's information, apparently.
It's funny though. You know how often you get those posts from people saying, "Oh, my phone's dropped all of its contacts. Can I have your numbers, please?" and all that sort of stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's only people who have Android phones, isn't it? I've never heard of like an iPhone dropping contacts. Not once.
Don't know, to be honest. Never seen really people put on social media what phone they have. Joe says, as soon as this fun time, yes, the stream is over, I'm helping my wife with her garden. Hey, we don't need to know that, dude.
The lady garden. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, digging up stuff. Being nice because she found out yesterday she had over 10,000 in an old account she forgot about. You know that 48 scale kit you wanted, Joe? From her first teaching job 42 years ago. Maybe I could get a new kit.
Well, yeah. So yeah, I got a new Stashquisition as well. Showing here. Mikey knows about it already. That one.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah. Four-wheel drive company, American ammunition carrier from World War One.
I also have one.
What are the odds?
Yes, which may or may not be a hint for a future build at some point.
Outrageous.
Yes. Julian says, laugh out loud, Joe. Jem says, Joe, what are you up to? Obviously trying to get money out of his wife. There we go.
Light rust. That'll do.
Julian's put a link into the website for currency conversion. Yeah. I just go on Google and just do US dollars to pounds or pounds to USD to GBP or whatever. And it just tells you, based on the current exchange rate, what it is. You don't need to go on websites for that anymore.
You don't even have to look up to know that the Dow is no longer at 50,000. Dickheads.
Ugh. So the problem with pigments is they're bloody messy. It looks like someone shit on my desk.
Yeah, that was me.
Jim says, Joe, can you stake a fellow American into a loan of, say, $5,000? Paul says, it's a parcel from Australia. My Australian family has sent me my great uncle Reginald's war medals.
Oh.
Wow. That's cool.
Cool.
Joe says, the old teachers' credit union kept calling her and she was afraid it was something bad since she never gets money. And they told her, we have some money for you. How about money from me? Jim says, still have our older phones we use for overseas travel. The latest Samsungs are still using the same hardware, so I think it's pointless getting the latest crap. Yeah. I just got it because mine was knackered. I think it's because what I used to do is when I was having a shower, I'd put my phone on the windowsill and listen to music whilst I was having a shower. And I think the heat and moisture got into the glue and stuff. The glue on the back broke down. So I took the back off took the case off to give the phone a wipe down, and the bloody back slowly sort of drooped off it. I'm like, time for a new phone. Paul says, I'm absolutely stoked. Should be.
Well, you would be.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever really had a problem with a Samsung. Joe says, Jim, I don't think I can get a damn kit out of this, and you want $5,000? You don't know my wife. That you know of. Jim says, he's laughing at Joe. Bob, GM, my sing-song phone keeps trying to update. I keep declining. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Problem is the updates are the new security features and things like that, aren't they? And the patches and stuff. Tiff says, well, I think I know what I'm doing this afternoon, and it's time to catalogue all my paints. Ooh. Jem says, hi, everyone. Hello. Oh, no, sorry. Following Ghost says, hi, everyone. Hello, Following Ghost. GM says, party at Joe's place. His wife is paying. And Waitrose says, just put a teaser photo on Discord for all the latest projects. In Creative Project Showroom, don't you know? Excellent. If you want to come up, Gary, you're more than welcome. You've got the link. Julie says, cool, Paul. World War II, I'm assuming. As they're not marked in World War II by the UK anyway. Other countries did. May I suggest an invisible marker on the back to identify them? No. They do have the dates on, normally. Julie says, hi, Ghost. I used to... I've got a friend who was in the first Gulf War as a medic, and whenever we had our medals out and stuff, I'd go, the medal for the war that was so short they had to put the day it started on it, the day it ended, not just the year.
Oh, which one's that?
First Gulf War. In 1991.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Julian says, "Hi, Ghost." And our Jim says, "All the Guinness is on Joe." Yeah. Jim, Bobby, I tried that, but then the phone locked up. Following says, "Hi, Julian. I have noticed that when it's, especially on the computer, when they want you to update it, the computer slows down for no reason, and it doesn't change until you actually update it. You agree to the update. It's almost like they're doing it intentionally." Joe says, "All the Guinness you can drink, but only one taco. It's only $10,000. Julian says, "No, they don't, Mikey. World War II medals weren't marked at all. There are too many issues to mark them." Ow. Everyone knows what they were anyway. Alien says, "Tim, you've absolutely ruined that wrap. Too much spinach."
I agree.
Still getting bloody pigments off this mat, you know. Yeah, that'll have to do for now. Right, they can go back in there.
So here's my my 2 seconds of weathering I'll be doing on the Jeep. I'll just be taking it and going, eh. Get on there.
Tim goes,
See? Look at that.
There we go.
It's
now officially dirty. Right, that can go back there. That is a plate. Hopefully that won't fall. Joe says, "I think we're all invited to Joe's, Mikey." Tim, nudge. "His wife's paying our flights and hotels." Not with $10,000, she ain't.
Bags of pants, ready to go.
Bob says, "Tim, the optical delusion makes it appear you have a frying pan with my style of cooking in the bottom."
Flambe.
There you go. I've muddied up the Humvee.
Nice.
Can't see it very well on there. But...
No, that's the first time I've actually done the little flick
Yeah.
method. I'm kind of happy with that.
Nice.
And underneath and up the sides.
Oh, very dirty, Mikey.
Yes, they're dirty bitches, they are. There you go. And then it's going to sit there like that. GM says, "It's a security patch update, but I find other things change that draw massive data and power so phone runs hot." Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Modders has put the merch store link up. Thank you, Modders. June says, "For anyone interested, Airfix Easter egg hunt link." There we go. Yeah, they're starting doing that again this year, aren't they? We need to clean that properly. Right.
I've got bloody Edelweiss from Sound of Music stuck in my head.
Oh, so do I now. Thanks.
Trevor says, the way to the wife's money is through her tummy, just in the new ICM doctor's coop, cooking full roast dinner for tonight. My wife wants that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that does look good. Oh, Kinetic announced 2 new kits today.
Oh, yeah.
I bring pictures of them up presently.
Wonderful.
Um,
Right. Oh, no, I need to get this stuff off my bloody hands. Oh, no, it's all up my arms and everything. We've got 28 people watching, isn't it? If you haven't already, don't forget to lube and subscribe. It all helps the channel.
all right. The first one is ROCAF F16V Block 70, showing there, which is a very
cool.
pregnant F16 with all the conformal fuel tanks and all the avionics spine and all that sort of stuff like that. So planes are they're nice and svelte when they start off. And at the end of their life, they've just got too many lumps and bumps, in my opinion. Yeah. And the other one is, excuse me, it's a Emaki M346 Tricolori. So this is the
Italian?
Yeah, Italian version of the Red Arrows. Yeah, but that's a rather little fetching little thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got cute little air intakes on it.
Oh, thank you. So that's nice, Because, in my opinion, kinetic kits, I am a fan, and they go together well. Oh yeah, how's that? It's a picture of my
Warramai Hornet.
The Warramai Hornet sitting on the Warramai Hornet. Where's that? I'm not going to load, but you get it there. There we are.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jim says, Bob, that was the gist of my comments that was removed, Bob. It does look like a frying pan. Bob, Jim, great minds think alike. Joe, I'm cooking a shrimp scampi tonight with stuffed shells. I'm trying. Nice. I'm having chicken with asparagus and sweet potatoes. Tiff's put the link into the Model Officer's Mess on Facebook. Do go and check that out. Jim says, true that, Bob.
True that.
Neil says, ooh, Yak 140. Nice. Julian, great minds think alike. Shall ones, small ones have to. A combination that gives us 4 live streams a week. Yay. The Grand Fromage is in. He says, word, dudes. Hello, Malcolm.
Hello,
Malcolm, if you want to come on and chat about 48 and 48 or whatever, you can do. Jem says, our FA50s have Aramakis for breakfast. John, ha 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 ha.
Ah, sure they do.
Tiff says, sorry, go on.
No, sure they do. That's all I got to say about that.
And Tiff says, hello, Malcolm. There we go. Right. I'm actually, I think I'm going to call that done, I'm happy.
Yeah, I am too. I just want to give this, how long do we got? I just want to give this about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah,
just
I might clean up the frame like you're doing.
Yeah, I'm putting a bit of matte varnish on it just to kind of kill the gloss off it.
Yeah.
But that's not bad.
Would you believe
that, boy?
I've done that backwards. So I've got the truck is facing the wrong way. Oh, bloody hell. Let's turn that around, shall we?
Well, what they're doing is they're doing all-around protection. He's covering the rear.
There we go. Yeah.
So there you go, boys and girls. You can do a diorama in under 2 hours. So
Well,
and I'll let that dry, and then I'll show it off when it's good.
yeah. So I'm going to call that done as well. Most of the dust effect has come off. I'm happy with it. It looks all right.
Yeah, well, just to kill time, I'm going to paint the rest of the frame black. Paint it black again.
Yeah, not much I can do at the moment. I can't do the biplane because I don't have the parts for it because I threw them in the bin. Oh dear.
The frame mine's got dirty and stuff as I've took tape off it and things. Malcolm says, "Thank you. Would do, but Tate's deep in kits and emails. He's working today. Fair enough."
Julian says, "Yay, lol, really convincing enthusiasm there, matey." Jim says, "Bonjour, le grand fromage." Sounds like Tiff there.
Yeah, strange.
Bob says, "Tim is making the frying pan non-stick."
That's right.
Julian says, "Hiya, Malcolm."
Stop kissing up, Julian.
Get your tongue out of my arse, LAC. GM says the latest Block 20 aircraft now has the same engine as your F-18E and F, John. A serious pocket rocket. Yeah, it does. They're powerful engines. And Alien Ian says, "At Bob, ha 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 ha."
There we go.
Oh, you know what I could do? How long do we got? 20 minutes?
We've got 20 odd minutes.
Might even just make a little plaque with the Humvee M1097A2 and the ICM logo.
Oh,
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, we had that. Although, yeah, you could. Yeah. That's not a decal, but they'll certainly cut off and stick to the base.
Which one's not? Oh, the Humvee one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Doesn't have
ICM
any-
one is.
ICM one?
Bottom left.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Fun fact about ICM. I asked Waitrose on one of the live streams when he was talking to Valeria. Ask her, what does ICM stand for? And they came back and said, "We don't know."
Yeah.
That's
It
a
doesn't
little
stand
under.
for anymore, does it?
Well, not anymore. So the company it was before, the owners called it ICM. Well, and obviously it'll be in Ukraine. It's a sort of long sort of word sort of salad, and it no longer means anything to them. But for brand recognition, they stuck with it, and good on them because their brand is very well known now. It's literally ubiquitous, always out there.
Yeah.
But as I said, I bought another one of these yesterday. Love them.
Yeah. Which may or may not be a future build on the channel.
Can neither confirm nor deny. Oh, bloody hell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, I've got as many ICM kits as other ones in this dish.
Skiffin says, "Morning all. Hello, Skiffins. We have
Hello, Skiffs. Yeah, in a good way, honest.
Yeah. Gem, non-stick takes all the fun out of the stuck burning food. It also puts all those lovely chemicals into your food when you scratch it. Allegedly. Stainless, not wrong with stainless steel pans.
Oh, see, that's I've got living on a jet plane in my head. Don't ask me why.
Stainless steel's great if you're a coward. I love eating Teflon. That's why I'm never sick. The germs come in and they slide right off.
They slide out the other end.
Yeah.
Teflon guts. Jim says, "Hello, Skiffins."
You are what you eat.
Teflon turds. You heard it here first, people. Tim has Teflon turds. He can sling them at the bowl and they still don't stick.
See, this is why I like one of those times I wish I was still had access to the laser engraver.
Yeah.
And stuff at the base, because I'd be able to get some like gold on black traffolite and just, actually make a nice plaque and everything. It'd take, under 5 minutes, be all laser cut.
You could always get a 3D printer and print a plaque off.
I've got a printer, but like, yeah, nah.
We're back to that again, aren't we?
Yeah. Why can't we have some meat? What about them? They're fresh.
Julian says, I suggested ICM could be IC models, only works in English, but There you go. Bob says, question, how do they make the non-stick surfaces stick to utensils? Good question.
Yeah, it's like a question like, how does someone who drives a snowplow get to work in the morning?
Julian says, Magic Bob. Sounds like a really Temu version of Magic Mike.
So I think I'm going to cut out this part of the instructions and use that as a name plate. Drone Hunters. Why not?
Hell, why don't you just cut the front of the box off and stick it to the back?
I don't want to.
Matthew says, intercontinental models.
Intercontinental.
Intercontinentia.
So that's the other thing I've never really understand. Like, there are the sub heading, I guess what do you call it, is new in the best.
The strap line.
Yeah, strap line, is it? Yeah, new in the best, but it doesn't look like new. It looks like it says NEKS next in the So I wasn't even sure.
Yeah.
New in the best. New in the best, I should say.
Paul says, guys, my mate has an online radio station on Tuesday nights from 8 till 10 p.m. or later. He takes live music requests.
Cool. Oh, cool.
Jem, I know tools that poured Teflon into the car engines to make them run faster. Didn't last long. Still needed oil.
Yeah. Fair point.
Yeah. Julian says, laughing my ass off, Jem. And Skiffin says, hi, Jim.
What's got you giggling, Timbo?
I was just I was having a look because I've taken a bazillion photos of stuff when I was working in the sign shop, but I stumbled across a photo of a photo that someone had taken when I was going through recruit school, and it was just making me giggle. I was wearing the Duna cover, and I had my Dobie bag over my head, and I was the barracks sultan.
Look at that strong chin there.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, the thing's all checkered and stuff, but yeah, bloody funny. Yeah, I was the deck IC, so
yeah.
Yeah, I was walking around making sure everyone's like lockers were squared away, and I was dressed like a crown prince.
We used to do a training exercise called Cambrian Patrol. It was like a big, massive international military competition.
Right.
And we used to do the directing staff for it. And I always got put with the sergeant major, and we had to play the agent. So we always had to wear like bloody oilskin jackets and things like that, and Afghan hats and things. And then we were because we knew like a couple months in advance that we were doing that job. We were the only ones in the company that weren't allowed to shave. It's like 2 months beforehand. Everyone else had to shave every day. Tiff says, "Hey, skiffers!" Paul says, "I'd put in his radio channel website, but I would probably get told off on it. You can't put links into the chat anyway, but you got to be a moderator to do it." Skiff says, "Hey, Tiff. Joe, plans for the weekend, people? If tank tracks don't come in, I'm painting tiny 172nd Italy German elite troops. 48 of them. Darn it. Glad I have tiny brushes to paint them.
My plan for the weekend, I'm driving down to Sydney with my darling wife tomorrow. Jenna needs some stuff dropped off to her, so that's happening.
Yeah.
And then back here for tea and medals.
Yeah. Julian, Paul, you can't anyway. Drop it in Discord and I will if you like. Jem, model officer, please send a message via Discord when the Japanese sailor figure arrives. Thanks. I hope you like it. Tiff says, only mods can put links in. YouTube stops anyone else from doing it. It's a thing to stop people spamming the chat. Yeah. Jem says, 486 Squadron, some peas were one lot, V8 engine parts all over the car park at Richmond. Tools.
Well, speaking of tools, yeah. I used to be a member of 486 Squadron, I'll have you know. It's awesome. Loved it.
Why do you think he said it, dude?
Yeah.
Jim, Joe, the Tiger replacement tracks, are they coming from Tacom? Joe says, no. AFV from 1001 Hobbies. Couldn't find any Tacom. Strange. I'm getting deja vu. Skipper says, Jim, magic guitar. There we go. Right. That's everything cleaned away nicely, which is good. So I don't like a messy workspace. Jim, are the tracks metal, plastic, or 3D print? Oh, that's a nice cup of coffee.
So this is David Jones. He used to be the curator for the RWF Museum. He posted this from friends of 100 Squadron. He said, see if you can identify it. And I'm looking at it going, well, it's got a serve tag with a part number, no serial number. It doesn't have any certification to say who removed it and who deemed it serviceable and why was it removed or anything at all. I'm just thinking, yep, this is why 100 Squadron are giving up all their aircraft, because they don't know what they're doing. They're cowboys.
Paul says, see, I told you I'd get told off. You're not getting told off. Joe says, plastic. Says it fits all the Tiger tanks. I hope they fit. If not, I will send back. Jim, I get it. Joe, AFV club track links. Yes. June says, Paul. Lol. And Tiff says, you weren't told off, Paul. You were informed. Oh, yeah.
Dear.
Paul says, what's the next build, guys? Well, since we've got 10 minutes left, and you've seen the builds now that they're done.
Have we done our final reveals, or are we doing going over the upcoming builds and then showing the final?
Yeah, you can do. Or as the final reveal, we could always put take photos and put them in on Facebook or something. Only because it's quite difficult to show it to camera, if that makes sense. Yeah, because you risk toppling the Humvee off it, and the paint's still drying on my frame. Jim says 38 Squadron Sumpies were the funniest lot I tangled with. John, that's the cam number on that part.
They haven't written it down. Yeah, because it's they wouldn't be using cam, I'd imagine, because But no, I mean, there's just I just don't know. Like, I had not a run-in with David Jones once, but basically he was sitting up for one of his idiot volunteers that had no idea. And I just said, I'm not doing this stuff, and I just pretty much quit volunteering on the spot. You're all a pack of dickheads, and I walked away.
Yeah. Anyway, Joe says, tells Paul off for shouting. Caps. Just kidding, Paul. And then Joe says, is Paul yelling at us in caps? Tiff says, want me to send you the winners, Mikey, or should I pop up and announce them? You can pop up and announce them if you want, modders. You could be our glamorous assistant.
I wouldn't say glamorous.
The
Right.
closest thing we've got to glamour. We can't hardly call John a glamorous assistant, can we?
No. Ugly as sin.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you don't have to agree, both of you. Christ.
What do you mean both? There's three of us on here, mate.
Yeah, but you both said,
I didn't
yep.
say nothing.
Yeah, two of you said, yep, without hesitation. You didn't even feign sort of like, looking after his feelings. God. There we go. There we go. That's the box top is stuck on it now. Drone Hunters. ICM.
Nice.
nice.
Done.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's my one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Hooray.
Right.
I thought that would be cool. I made a little signpost
Yeah.
for
Oh.
Slavyansk.
Oh, and thank you again to ICM for donating the kits to each of us. It's a really good kit, actually.
Yeah, it was
Highly-
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's been a good build, and it's worked out nicely because it means we finished right before the 48-48, which means after the 48-48 we get to start new builds, which is going to be modders. No, we're not building modders. Modders going to
A lot of parts here.
watch that one.
You'd be hard pressed to find brand new parts for modders. So, for Shelfie, he has the 148th F14B by Great Wall Hobbies to build.
Nice.
John, you have the 172nd B47 by Astagawa.
That's going to be a big build.
Yep. Mikey, yours is the 135th ARL 44 French heavy tank by Amusing Hobby.
Yeah.
Mr. Evans has the 148th Kawanishi N1K1 by Tamiya. And Miles was the 132nd Mosquito Mark IV by HM Models. Now, Timmy, what's happening with yours? You got a bit confused this morning because you thought you had a brand new Ionis Cryptborn to build and paint, but it turns out
I will have a dig because I feel like that wouldn't have been in my head for no reason.
right.
But if I don't, I will probably strip that and start again. Like, break him off his base and build that up and stuff.
Cool.
So yes, yours is the Cryptborn, Ionis Cryptborn, Warhammer.
Yeah.
So we've got a good variety of kits, I think, this time.
Yep,
So, yeah,
everyone
so-
has a different model company to build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And different types of models as well. So thank
Yeah.
you to the channel members for choosing those for us. Just one of the benefits you get from being a channel member is you get to take part and have a say in how the channel is run, allegedly. On with the comments before we finish. David says, John, we get everywhere. That's David Jones. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Everyone knows a Dave, and everyone in Wales is called Jones.
And
Paul says,
there's a store, a line of stores in Australia called David Jones as well.
yeah. Paul says, no, I'm not shouting. I highlighted what I was saying. Buddy, don't worry. Malcolm says, do your best Malcolm voice, Tim.
He's
Sorry, my
trying to think Malcolm who?
compressor was going. I can't do a Malcolm voice.
Do your deepest voice you can do.
Well, Let's see. Legend has it the owner's mum was called Emma, M for short. While thinking of the new name for the company, the mum had an accident on a frozen lake. When they pulled her out, the owner said, "I got it."
ICM. ICM. There you go. Jem says, John, we would wrap parts in black plastic bags and then get people to guess what the part is. Winner got a slab of beer.
Oh. Cool.
David
confirms that we all look good.
Hey. Julie says, you're the closest we've got to glamour. Downing with faint praise, Mikey? Only joking, Tiff. Bob says, the end is in sight. Yay! Well done, Bob. You've done well staying with it all through today.
So in exactly 1 week's time, the 48 and 48 will be kicking off with gusto, certainly in Australia. We'll be by this time, I think we'll be closing down and handing over to Europe and the UK and all that sort of stuff like that. But yeah, as said at the start of the stream, catch it on Model Officer on YouTube, and you should be able to follow the links because it's, as we said, a series of live streams that are run for about 70 odd hours, starting on the Friday going through to about 7 p.m. on the Sunday UK time.
Cool. Look forward to that. It's going to be
lots of options, lots of fundraising, lots of banter, lots of fun. It's a wonderful catch up with like-minded people from literally around the world, like this is.
Yeah.
But it's like cranked up to 11. There's heap of people commenting and watching and stuff. It's wonderful.
And we actually get to see John in a different backdrop because it'll be light time.
Yeah, I'll have the sun will be out there for some of the stream.
Yeah,
which really threw Steph last year. He was just like, what the hell is that? Oh, it's grass.
Paul says, you guys should do a kit giveaway. Should we now? Well, watch this space. Tiff put the link up to the Model Officer. Yeah.
Thank you.
Skiffins has put 200 auction lots across 3 zones over 3 days.
200. Sorry, I was out by a factor of 100. So 100%. I thought it was 100 lots. There are 200 lots around the world.
So that's at least £200 that I'm going to make for M4H.
All right.
Yeah.
I just whacked some photos of that in the creative projects thing.
All right, I'll do that shortly.
Wait Rose says, Kawanishi yada yada. Okay, looking forward to the 48-48. And I'm sorry to our Asian friends.
Kawanishi yada yada. It's almost like, imagine Yoda saying yeah, that. So it'd be, what is it, yada Kawanishi yada? I don't know.
Joe says, amigos, hasta luego. Luego. Whatever.
Yeah, quite that. That's a no. Hasta luego. See you later.
Yeah. Skipper says, yep, 105 UK, 65 USA, and 40 in Oz. There we go.
Wow.
Now you've got 540 people to bid on them.
Yeah, James, I am sorry. I haven't done the spreadsheet as you asked, but I will get onto that.
Jim says, sounds like Japanese noodles.
And
on that note, we'll be back on Monday for the Monday panel at 12 till 2 UK time. Until then, Hulvar for now.
All right.
See ya.